along the shores of Lake Erie. The Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Cleveland. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right to the air is Richardson. This throw right side pulled in by Pittman. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. That's a short pickup to about the 47. The tackle there by Michael Hall. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Here we go, set, go!
A run with Dobbins. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Here's Dobbins. And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's 2nd down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down.
Let's go now.
From the gun, Richardson. And he's in! Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Now, a return coming from the 14. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Good. Kings, Kings, Kings!
And this throw batted away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Regular. Good. What's that?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Catch is made by Romeo Dobbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
To the left side, he's got Njoku. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Lane fills quickly. He only managed to get this to the 14. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Once again, it's Chubb. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground.
To the goal line and in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Browns come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert!
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah in on the stop. Second down and 8. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they faced third and long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, like living in these third and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he looks up, and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in.
Set. Run, run, run. Kings, Kings, Kings.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
Six. Alert, 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 alert. What's that?
They'll stay on the ground with Chubb. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
Set. What's that?
Now give to Chubb, running right. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Set. Set.
On the bootleg, it's Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. They could not hook up on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Here comes 3rd and 6.
Set. What's that?
From the gun, it's Mayfield. This pass caught by Judy. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
Set.
They'll go. Mayfield. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. But it works out as they convert on 4th down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
What's that?
They go play action with Mayfield. In trouble, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Alert, 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 alert. What's that?
Here's Mayfield. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
What's that?
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. This throw left is complete with Judy.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, How aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
Lutz's kick is good. And the Browns will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here's 1st and 10.
Ready? Go!
Now it's Dobbins. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Grant Delpit up to make the play. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Richardson. Pass right side to Downs. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
He tried to remain a passer on the move about as long as he could. I thought for a minute there, Mike, that he was going to take off and try to pick up some yards with his legs, but instead he decides to just check down for a short pass and doesn't result in a whole lot.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Richardson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Linebackers in general have the reputation of being very instinctive players, and I think we saw it there on that last pass breakup. The ability to diagnose and read the play almost before it even starts. It allows them to be in the right spot at the right time and allows them to make the play.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of shotgun, Richardson. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Dead. Run, run, run. Dead.
To throw is Mayfield. This one up top for Dobbs. Still going. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, Cleveland. Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will get out in front 17-7. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Here we go, set.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. To the left side and taken in by Downs. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Got his man, it's Ogletree. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. That pass play good for 22. That's good for a Colts first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
This is intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
So anytime you're really sensing pass, Mike, the first thing you want to do, flood the field with defensive backs. Good things typically happen. I mean, that's a great call there by the defensive coordinator to counter that play, because no matter where that ball was going, they had someone in the neighborhood who had a shot of making the play and getting them off the field.
Moore going in motion. Taken down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Up, up. What's up?
Second down throw for Mayfield. That's Otten open downfield. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
Real.
Baker to throw. A short one there to Otten. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch?
Point it right.
It seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Good.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Good.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal.
Kings. What's that?
To throw is Mayfield. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Cleveland. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns up their lead. It's now 24-7. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Now Richardson. Now a deep ball here for Ridley. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Ready, go, go! 18, pioneer! Ready?
Here's Richardson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Tiger, down! 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle! 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat!
From the gun, Richardson. That's caught inside by Pittman on the slant.
On the ball, on the ball!
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Top 70, 60 Bison.
Richardson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
He'll look deep for Pittman. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it's going to lead to fourth down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And he's going to be taken down, but there are flags down on the field. Looks like the defense got a head start there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Richardson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got it. On play action, Richardson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
3rd and long.
Here we go, set.
To throw, it's Richardson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line.
Real. Kings!
Here comes Otten in motion.
What's that?
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. That's his tight end, Otten. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
Pistol. Set.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Set. Point it right. Set.
They go play action with Mayfield. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. So we hit halftime here in Cleveland, and the Browns are in front. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Set.
Here comes Otten in motion.
What's that?
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark. The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
It is 3rd and 10.
Set. Alert! What's that?
Out of the shotgun. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. Quiddy Pay bursting through to bring him down. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
The drive will start on the ground, and that'll go for a gain of about 4. And Landon Roberts in there on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, go!
Richardson gonna look to throw. That'll be complete. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate. 15 yards through the air. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Cut 19. Let's go now.
Throwing, Richardson. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
On 2nd down, Richardson. This one caught at the 4. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Go!
They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Colts. Gay to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Colts back within 10. It's now 24-14. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. That's Dobbs open left side. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Good. Hey, alert 33.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Left side, he's got Njoku. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Good. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch, watch.
Throwing is Baker. And he can't hang on. on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. Be second down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Good. Run, run, run. What's up?
Second down throw for Mayfield. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
What's up?
On second down, Chubb. And he will take this down, close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Good. Alert, 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 alert. What's up?
That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. He is in. David Njoku. Touchdown, Browns. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. Taking off. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
72.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And another first down, and another big gainer. This time, 23 yards. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal. Throwing is Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch.
It is brought in the end zone. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Indy. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
That's out quickly and complete. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. A short one taken at the 10. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Mayfield. That's taken in by Chubb. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter.
Now Chubb loses the football. The Colts have got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
So often we see a team that's milking a 2-score lead get very conservative, especially in the fourth quarter, but not this coach. He says, all right, I might have a 2-score lead. I want to make it 3. He's trying to put as much pressure on his opponent possible here down the stretch late. Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
That one complete to Moore. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Browns add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
On the jump.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Good.
On the ground, it's Chubb to start this drive. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Good. What's that?
Now Mayfield. That's Otten open downfield. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
2nd and 11.
Good. What's that?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Good. Good.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. It is a big play for the Browns. It's a gain of 34.
Hey, alert 33. Good.
Here's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Ball at the 3, second down, and goal.
What's up?
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Back at the 3-yard line. Third and goal.
What's up?
One final kneel down here inside the 40-second mark. Should be enough to put this one on ice. So it's a win for the Browns. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago. Respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dog Pound's happy. It's a